Welcome to Rastas Realities, a channel for logics, intellects, and those seeking solutions. I am your host, Rasta Kilbomani, and my reality is your reality. Like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below if anything speaks to you. Let's go. Welcome back to another video here on Rastas Realities. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment your thoughts as you are an integral part of the channel. This video is a twofer in the realm of the Friday's Food series and is entitled Life's Issues. Lately, I've witnessed a host of foolery from my sisters. What form of foolery am I referring to this time? Is lack of self-respect and respect for others. When one has zero to no respect for themselves, they have the same or less for others. Others can be anyone from co-workers, allies, family, love interests, etc. On this talk, disrespect will be discussed in depth as it pertains to the genders. It will also provide some insight and solutions of which will be difficult for some to grasp. Others will know what I'm discussing is the truth, and like a thief, they will know that they are wrong, yet continue to stick to it, fooling themselves into believing that it is necessary to continuously do wrong to exist. Notice I said exist, not live, as there is a difference. So the first case study, or what I would call it, as you know, I'm a supervisor in multiple locations throughout the city of Chicago. And in being in that esteemed position, I oversee, mentor, reprimand, and uplift. I also see tons of nonsense from every ethnicity and gender. This study was at a concert event and it occurred in the lobby. An employee encountered a customer with some sort of issue, and the employee relayed some information to them regarding it. I'm not sure of whom brought whom to the concert or even what the issue was, but they were a couple or what appeared to be that. The couple began discussing something while still in line to pass through the security checkpoint. During the exchange, the female began to speak loudly at the male. Her head and neck activated while doing so, being extremely extra, as if she was gaining compensation for doing so. In fact, on second thought, she was. Not the monetary sort, but from the social currency standpoint. For those not familiar of what social currency is, check out my video, Social Currency, and the detriments of it to better understand it. At the time, she then began to state to the male, "You can leave, but I'm going to stay." I heard him state in a rebuttal, "It's not that serious," and to let it go. After that, she turned to the male, face balled up, looking like a baseball's catcher's mitt, now screaming at him, being blatantly and disrespectful, and participating in emasculating him. After finding out what the initial issue was from one of my employees, it became clear that the woman or the female was wrong and continued to be so long after, as displayed by her hooping and hollering. While it wasn't my place to get involved, before the couple left the lobby to seek their drinks, seats, etc., I lightly touched the male on his shoulder, not knowing what his response would be, and ordered him to fire her. He immediately shook his head in agreement, and even though he agreed, I could tell that she had some sort of hold over him by his subservient behavior while in the line earlier. Later, I ran into the male in the restroom and addressed the issue. And it was at this point that he revealed that she makes more money than him, as if that qualified to warrant emasculating and disrespectful behavior. I expressed that exact sentiment, and that no person should tolerate that sort of behavior, no matter what the circumstances were. He now thanked me again for saying so in the lobby and admitted that he felt the same and somewhat empowered to have another brother speak where he apparently could or would not. He also stated that he was getting away from the specific female, by the way, wasn't that attractive by appearance, and even if she was, her attitude made her ugly in many ways. Despite all occurrences, I could tell that this man did not experience this just one time. This had occurred again sometime before. And I remarked that sentiment to him. He admitted that I was right and again thanked me for the concern. Ultimately, it is his decision to deal with it and or remove himself to prevent and or at least minimize the mental abuse sustained. The last one involves another female and another employee. Disrespect and insubordination. Again, it was an event and occurred in the lobby. A male passed through the walk-through metal detector and from where I stood, flashed red with no audible sound. Now, this occurs for many reasons. Number one, the audible could be turned off, and or the counter for the machine indicator will flash, thus counting how many who are walking through the walkthrough. So I had the gentleman to repeat the process multiple times to attain why it was flashing red. As I'm interacting with the patron, a female employee leaves her post to direct him to proceed and began to rant loudly. At this point, I removed her from the post, replacing her with an employee, and asked her to leave the lobby. She refused to do so and continued to rant loudly in full view of entering patrons and employees. I finally received some assistance getting her removed from the lobby. No other incidents occurred that day. It is a connecting issue that both studies and/or incidents share, and it is the lack of self-respect, control. Thus, when one does not have that for themselves, they rarely have it for anyone else. One must be what they want to see. Not doing so creates, continues, and promotes despair and chaos within their lives, communities, and societies. It is a universal issue and a gender-neutral problem, meaning it occurs either way. As stated in previous videos, we must keep in tow that self-check mirror before we can be of any use to ourselves and others. Thank you for tuning in and sharing to like while commenting your subscription. If you cannot tip jar, at least support with a like. Become a part of the Naughty Notification Nation by moving that notify bell to all to remain up to date when I go live. Check the channel at your convenience and often for new vid drops. I am Rasta Kilbo Money signing off until next time. Peace to you.